Oh, good. Oh, the first one, drop. So many students, many learners drop or weaken final sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, what does it mean? So let me talk about it. Okay, for example, let's say stop, stop. What we get is normally stop or cat. Should be really strong, but we have the problem with this final sound that is T. It's normally said as ka, like this. So the problem is here. What we need to do, we should practice saying these final sounds strongly because they're important. Why? We need to, for
Yeah.
example, we need to emphasize, okay? Like,
Yeah.
look at this.
Yeah.
Could you read
Cats.
these words?
Yeah. If I focus on pronoun separate word by word, I think it's okay. But if in the long
No,
sentences, in the
read
long
them.
sentence,
All of them, of course. I want you
yeah,
without
yeah,
pause.
yeah. Cat, pet, cup, can, cup.
Okay. But these two,
Yeah, yeah,
this one,
yeah,
especially when the sounds are similar, it's really hard to get the difference between cap and cap.
mm,
Of course, we have some
mm,
rules in like pronunciation courses. So we normally teach the learners how to
mm,
say, but now I
yeah,
want to briefly talk about discuss this about p. This is consonants,
yeah,
okay?
yeah,
First of all, we have voice and voiceless sounds. Now, when I say I put
yeah,
my fingers here on my throat. There is
yeah,
no vibration. This is voiceless.
yeah,
But say ba ba ba. When I put my fingers here, I get the
yeah,
vibration. So P and
yeah,
B are totally different. When I say like this, but B, okay, I don't push there. Just this is B. So
yeah,
this one is important. We need to practice. So we say cat, cap, can, cap, cab. So
yeah,
this one, you need to practice this. This is the first one.
yeah,
After that, we have the sound. TH, the,
yeah.
this, think. They could be
The,
different, yes.
they,
Yeah.
those,
Why
days,
you
yeah,
have problem? Because these sounds don't exist in Vietnamese, right? You don't have the.
yeah,
That is the reason
yeah,
that's why the problem is
the,
okay here. So the. So we should practice. And how I can practice is I put my tongue between my teeth and
yeah,
blow air out like a the,
the, the,
the.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
this is think, think, three. This,
I
that. Yeah.
yeah, I see some of my friend they pronounce that in the
Da, da, da.
maybe
Yes,
yeah,
it's different.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Some
It
learners, yeah, say
yeah, it
da.
yeah, it different from the north and south of Vietnam. I'm
Yeah.
in the north of Vietnam. Yeah, it a little bit has, but in the south of Vietnam they pronounce that the. Yeah,
Da.
maybe not like native, but easy to hear, easy
Easier.
to yeah,
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 of
easier.
course.
Yeah,
So it's, but it requires more practice because as I told you, the problem is with the sounds that don't
mm,
exist in
mm,
another language. And of course, it's
yeah,
not really easy to say them, to pronounce them. So we should practice them. And we have the most important problem that is ending sounds
Mm.
s, z,
Yes. So
or
hard.
sh. Of course, sh, sh.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Sure.
example,
Yeah. Mm.
rice. I should hear this, but right. I normally get right. Is so weak. I can't get
Yeah.
it. Watch should be. Or when I say ship, chip,
Ship.
chip,
Chip.
they're different.
Chip.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
rise, rise, close, z, sh, s. They are ending sounds that should be pronounced
Mm.
stronger. They should
Mm.
be, you should emphasize on the sound and try to strengthen
Mm.
sound because they're set so weak, sometimes
Yeah.
completely silent, and we can't get. So this is another problem. And of
Mm.
course, we have the problem with word stress. Word stress. This is another one.
Mm.
For example, this word can be noun.
Prison.
This is verb. What you said is verb. Present
Uh-huh.
is verb.
Uh-huh.
To
Yeah.
present something, but present is noun. Present is
Yeah.
gift. Present
Yeah.
is
I
gift,
know.
but present, yeah, is the verb. So the as you can say and you can hear, the stress
Mm.
in noun is on the first syllable for the verb on the
Mm.
second syllable.
Mm.
So this is another one. And of course, the
Mm.
last skill that is intonation. Really important
Mm.
how my voice goes up and down to make my
Mm.
speech more natural. And it's really
Mm.
important. We have shadowing technique. So, like, rising and falling tone, we should practice
Mm.
this. Then,
Mm.
step by step, you will learn. But
Yeah.
for IELTS, it's really important to have a clear and understandable pronunciation, not native like, you don't need, but it should be understandable. So
Yeah.
we need to sometimes exaggerate, repeat and
Mm.
exaggerate sounds to make that sound understandable and clear so we can practice this. Do you have any questions? Now you can ask me any questions that you want, then we will continue.
Yeah. And yeah, you said that my pronunciation is listenable. You're not good, but it's
Understand.
listenable, right? Yeah.
Understandable. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. That
understand.
mean yeah, understandable.
Yes.
So that mean if I do the IELTS test, uh, the examiner they can listen or they can understand my idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They
And
can,
we
as I can.
yeah.
As I
Yeah.
can, they can. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yes, they
Yeah.
can. Some
Yeah.
words
And it yeah.
and
And that mean no needs we don't need to improve my pronunciation
we
for now to
will.
get IL.
We
Yeah.
will. We will, but
Yeah.
not another actually course to focus only on no. Just
Yeah.
when speak, for example, when you answer the
Mm.
questions, I will improve your pronunciation, will help you
Yeah.
to practice. Just this.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's understandable, it's still not clear, but
Yeah.
understandable. And just we need to
Yeah.
work on some areas to make it better, to
Yeah.
improve it.
Yeah. The quick question. Uh, did you work on talk with India's
I
language?
do have some students, some
Yeah.
Indian students,
Can
yes.
yeah, do you have Indians students?
Yes.
So can you understand Indians in English in
Oh,
in in the native?
let
ways.
me say something.
You you
They
can.
are good at English. They are good
Yeah.
at
Yes,
English,
I know. Yeah.
but the problem is, especially when they speak fast, we
Hmm.
have
Yeah.
challenges. It's really hard to follow what they say, to understand.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
if you want to just like it's they are strong in grammar. First of all, I want to say that. Good vocabulary,
Mm.
good grammar. But,
Mm.
the accent is totally different. Of course, not all of them, but most of them. Different pronunciation pattern. And that makes it really hard to understand sometimes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But we can say that they are not bad, but they have
Mm.
different pronunciation patterns. So it's not really
Mm.
easy. About accent, the way people pronounce words, of course,
Mm.
depending on the region and the area where they're from. So that can be a
Mm.
little bit challenging. Yes,
Yeah.
unfortunately, we have
Yeah.
this problem, but
Mm.
we can say that it's still understandable. Yeah,
Mm.
but not. I can say that compared to Vietnamese,
Mm.
better accent.
Yeah.
But in Vietnamese students, they have especially children. They have good.
Mm.
I have some
Mhm.
like teenage and even kids.
Yeah.
They are great. So clear,
Yeah.
understand, even with good accent. But Indian, no. About
Yeah.
grammar, Indians are great. Great,
Yeah.
perfect. They have good
Yeah.
vocabulary, but we have difficulties. For me, it's not hard because I've
Mm.
been teaching them for a long time now. I can say that I get used to the
Yeah.
accent and I understand. But when you teach them, when you start teaching or start talking, it's so hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear. Yeah. I think because in Indian they learn English in the natural ways. That means when they were born, they may learn English from their parent in the natural ways.
Yeah.
But Vietnamese people, the Vietnamese kids, they learn English from teacher
Yes.
who from the who in good educate in the language for the teaching and the children in Vietnamese they go to the English Central. That's taught by native uh, English speaker or teacher. Yeah, that
Yes.
wise maybe the children come from Vietnam. They good at better in
Yes.
the in that pronunciation
Yeah,
in
for
English.
some skills,
Yeah,
they're really good. And
yeah,
I really enjoy, especially some of them. So
mm,
completely when they start talking, you can completely catch and follow. Good, even good
mm,
intonation. But yes, you're
mm,
right. Of course, like Indian, of course, in
yeah,
every language, we borrow some words from all the languages. For example, in English, we have
yeah,
some French words. So
yeah,
this is,
yeah,
but we can say that this natural way in Indian language is like, you have many English words included. So when they're talking, they
yeah,
use. But the
yeah,
way, as you said, is something like hearing English from a young age,
mm,
especially, for example, in some areas. So this could
yeah,
be that pattern. They
yeah,
follow their own pattern. But in
yeah,
contrast, we have Vietnamese children. Yes, of course, they learn English as a foreign language, the second language, and they focus, of course,
yeah,
and they learn in the school or language centers. So often with
yeah,
a focus on grammar and structured lesson for pronunciation. So that is the
yeah,
reason that why they have better pronunciation skills.
yeah.
Yeah.
At home, at home, my kid asked me about something in English, but I never talk with them in English because I know my pronunciation is not good for them. I thought said that you would you would at it to the teacher, because my kids study in international school, and
Oh.
he or him uh, learn in a Cambridge program. Yeah. So because I think maybe my pronoun is not good, so I don't want to talk to them in English.
Yeah.
They may learn the wrong way from me.
Yeah, but it could be
Yeah,
really useful. You
yeah,
should be
yeah,
confident that it should be useful because sometimes kids, for example, you
mm,
know that when it comes to Gen Z, they
yeah,
have different vocabulary and
yeah, yeah,
even we don't know. So
yeah,
sometimes I
yeah,
talk with some like
yeah,
yeah, and they use some words and I'm like, what is this?
mm,
So I say,
mm,
okay, we have like another style. So sometimes
mm,
they can teach you something because they know
mm,
they have good, correct pronunciation. They know how to say.
yeah,
So why not?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you can talk them
yeah,
and they can, you can learn.
yeah. Actually,
Yeah, but it's
mm,
good. So if they study in international school, so and of course, Cambridge program, if they followed it would be great. But you shouldn't worry
yeah,
about speaking to them in English.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because they've already just learned everything, so don't worry about it.
yeah, yeah. It's a funny story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, sometimes when I say something, it's very short in English, so she is fit to me. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the wrong way to pronounce that words.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I know we have a
Yeah,
lot. So we have a lot of, and that is
yeah,
good. Honestly, that is really
yeah,
good. You're really confident. And that makes me
yeah,
really happy. For example, okay, now you're saying this in wrong way. And we
yeah,
have this because, for
yeah,
example, I have a Chinese student who has been studying with me for a long time
mm,
and her daughter. So,
yeah,
daughter and mother, and mom is perfect, of course. Mom is a
mm-hmm,
judge, mom is knowledgeable, mom is good at English, but of course, daughter is better. And daughter is, for example, 11 to 12-year-old. And
mm,
every session, so first I have with
mm,
like her daughter, and after that with mom. I have a class with
mm,
mom. And when she start talking, her
mm.
daughter from back this, Mom, you are saying wrong, no, not this. And it's like, and I say, okay, that's it, stop it, just stop it, don't correct
Yeah,
me. That is so
yeah,
funny, but it's good.
yeah,
They are
yeah,
really confident. Maybe at
yeah,
when we were at their age, we were not
yeah,
as confident as they are now. So that is really
yeah,
important. It's good. So you can learn.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. By the way,
yeah,
your pronunciation skills have improved. Don't worry. It's
yeah,
understandable. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, and so we will practice this. Don't worry. We will practice to make it better. If I don't understand, I will let you know. Okay?
yeah.
Well, any other questions?
No question for now.
Okay, so let's get
Thank you.
started with our speaking skills. And
Yeah.
well, okay. So I remember that we started with speaking part one. We finished this topic, and
Mm,
we have a
mm,
speaking part two. Okay.
yeah. Yeah,
About, yeah,
just to review something we have to gone through. Uh, in the part one, examiner will ask maximum is 10 question about me or about the yeah,
some general daily things about you,
yeah,
about that, of course. And it's between
yeah,
8 to 11, so it depends. If you
yeah,
answer long, of course, the number of questions
yeah,
would be fewer, so it depends on you and your answer. So it might be
mm,
between like 8
mm,
to,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Let's
And
go move on to
yeah,
part two.
part two or long term, this one is the important part, because as you can see, a cue card or task card is given. You can see the question, and of course, you have 1 minute to make notes. And if you want, you can write some words down. You can think about your idea, and then you start talking for about 2 minutes on the topic. And after that, you will have part three. The questions of part three are related to part two. So, but abstract
Yeah.
questions. And each
Yeah.
question, each cue card, as you can see, includes 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, normally 4 questions. And you should answer all the questions one by one. So your answer should cover all the questions, each part, and you should put them good in a correct order, right order, logical order, coherent, and make a complete and good answer using good vocabulary. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you
Yeah.
can see a cue card here about
Yeah.
a family. And of course, you can see the instruction here. Yeah. Now let's do something. Okay. We can make the answer together. What is the cue card? Describe a close friend. How long you've known this person, how you met, what kind of person he or she is, and explain why you like him or her. So this is the question that we will discuss together. Okay, if you want, you can think. But if I want to answer this question, if you ask me this question, I would start it with for band seven, of course. Okay,
Yeah.
let me put this here. Okay. I'd like, because you know that we don't use want for IELTS, okay? I'd like to talk about one of my closest friends. This is good structure, whose name is Jerry. And
Yeah.
I've known him for about 8 years. And I remember that, for example, and you can create something.
Yeah.
We first met where and when. And for example, we were assigned to the same group project in English class or something like this. At first, we didn't talk much, but we worked together. We started to get along well. And after the project, we naturally became friends and started spending time together, both like, outside and, for example, at work. And Jerry is very reliable, easygoing person. And he's someone who always stay calm in difficult situation, the opposite point, because I can't. It's really hard to me to be patient and tries to find solutions instead of complaining. So I can say that he has good problem solving skills and he's also very supportive. Whenever I have problem, he's always willing to listen and give advice. And in addition, he has good sense of humor. It's funny. I always enjoy being around him because he can make even stressful situation feel lighter, better. And I like him because he's honest, he's trustworthy, and I know I can depend on him, and he never judges people because he's not judgmental at all. He never judges people quickly. Our friendship is very balanced. We both
Yeah.
respect each other's opinions, support each other's goals, and overall, I feel lucky to have him as a close friend because he has had a positive influence on my life, and I believe our friendship will continue for many years. This is a good
Yeah.
answer. So we can make it. I created something. Of course, there is no
Yeah.
Jerry here. Just I
In
tried to, yeah.
in this part, it is a big question to me. That's
What?
how to create an idea to talk about the topic. For
Yeah.
example, for this topic, I I imagine that if I have to answer the question in Vietnamese, it's so hard to me for now. Not
Yeah.
only not
Of
only in English,
course.
but
Idea.
also really hard in Vietnamese. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think I face two problem in this part. The first one is the idea and how to create an idea,
Yeah.
and the second one is how to present and how to talk it in English. That means maybe come from the new words or come from to translate into English. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. First of
yeah,
all, we don't have translation, nothing, not at all. We don't do this. Never, ever. Okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
about this idea, not only
yeah,
this, but also all the questions. So in part one, two, three, you should have idea. Why you have
yeah,
1 minute? Okay.
yeah,
Why you have 1 minute? The reason is to make notes, to think about what you want to. Okay. I have no idea, so I should think. So,
yeah,
first of all, of course, I know that generating idea, what to say is really hard. This is thinking problem. I don't know. I have good vocabulary, but the problem is idea generation. I
mm-hmm.
can't. Why it's hard? Because it's a quick, no quick example in mind. You have nothing and you don't expect the question. No
Yeah,
structure. You need to structure it. You need to find example.
mm,
And of course, you are thinking in Vietnamese. That takes time. Now you want to turn it to English. So of course, it's not easy. How to improve it? First of all, the reason that why we are discussing and practicing the most common IELTS topics is to get the idea. So for
yeah,
example, the next time if I ask you some questions about friendship, you will answer because today we are practicing this.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
first of all, you need to use simple story like templates, like something like, for example, this is not a
mm,
real story. Now I told you the story, right?
yeah,
About a
yes,
friend.
yeah. I
The
remember.
next time
Yeah,
you will use mine. Just tell my
yeah,
story. That's it. So
yeah,
we have some templates, okay? And the
yeah,
next one, we need to practice and prepare common topics. What
mm-hmm.
are
Yeah,
common topics? Family is one of the most common topics.
yeah,
Family, hobby, friends, job. So we know that we always have questions about these topics. So we practice
yeah,
them. Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we have another skill that is brainstorming. You should be able to brainstorm in 3 seconds. What is it?
mm,
Who,
yeah,
when, where, why? I draw something. Look at
mm-hmm.
this.
Yeah,
For example, I have a topic that is here. I want to talk about family. Okay, here, like now,
yeah,
why, who, when, where. Brainstorming, like drawing a map in your mind. Okay, in 30 seconds. There are some
mm,
good vocab words here, some good questions, as I told you. Who,
mm,
when, where, why? You should answer. Who, the person. When we met. Where, why you like him. So if you answer, then you can put them in the right and the good
mm,
order to make your answer. This is the first one.
mm,
The second one, we have language production. How to say it in English? You said translate. We don't translate. So
mm,
language production. Okay. I know the answer in Vietnamese. I don't know in English how to say it. So why it's hard? Because as I told you, you think in Vietnamese first. It's natural. It's normal. This is your mother tongue, so of course. Then you translate it word by word. This is not correct. And you search for vocabulary during
Mm.
speaking. You're talking and you're searching for vocabulary to say. So that's another
Yeah.
problem. How to improve it? First of
Mm.
all, you should have ready-made phrases like ready-made food, easier, faster. Yeah.
Mm.
There are some chunks, we know. For example, when I'm talking about friendship or like family, having a strong bond. This is the first phrase. I know it. I always use it. I have it. I try to have these ready-made phrases to say. Then
Mm.
try to think directly in English with simple sentences, not really hard. Basic, okay? Don't translate.
Mm.
Avoid translating. For example, instead of thinking in Vietnamese, you can say, he's a very kind person. We met at school. I really enjoy spending time with him. Basic, but
Mm.
it's okay. And it's really
Mm.
important. Fluency is not thinking in Vietnamese, translating and speaking. Fluency is
Mm.
thinking in simple English, basic simple
Mm.
English, speaking
Mm.
directly. It's not
Mm.
hard, okay? So let's
Yeah.
practice it. I want you to think about, I will give you 1 minute. For 1 minute, think
Yeah.
about this and try to, you don't need to make something really advanced. Try to give me a
Mm.
simple answer.
Mm.
What, who, when, where, why? The same question.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Sure.
We use formats for W. That means who, when, where, why. To brainstorm, to
Yes.
brainstorm, to brainstorm in the topic that's talk about the people. That means maybe family member, friend, right?
No, not only this. For example,
For only for every topic,
yeah,
for
remember,
every topic.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
remember the time that you uh gifted someone. Who, when,
Mm-hmm.
where, why?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the time that you traveled somewhere and you enjoyed. Who did you go with?
Yeah.
Who, where, when, what? So
Mm.
most of all of them, you can use this
Yeah.
WH words for every topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. So you
Um,
can.
yeah. I remember about the first time I take IELTS test. So the first one in the 1 minute to prepare. Yeah, I didn't thinking about anything. It's very shy and I don't know how to how to talk and yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one, I remember the topic that the about the book, the habits book or something like that, or category of the book. So yeah, so for I mean, if the book topic, can I use the brainstorm framework that's for W the
Yeah.
book,
The topic is about book. Of
yes,
course,
the
why not?
favorite
For
book, yeah,
example, yeah, of course.
yeah.
Let's make it together. For example, the cue card is about book, and the question is, remember the most interesting book that you've read,
Mm.
and then
Mm.
what is or what was the book? Or for
Mm.
example, who
Yeah,
bought it for you? Who bought it for you? Why you
yeah.
liked it? When you read it? So that's it. Of
Mm.
course, you can, or you can say that the answer for who, I bought it. I
Mm.
gifted it to
Mm.
myself. So that is yes, all
Yeah.
the it's like, for every
Mm.
topic you can use this because normally, look at
Mm.
this. We have these questions. How
Mm.
long? Ask about time.
Mm.
How you met? Where? When? What kind of course, who is he or
Mm.
she? What kind?
Yeah.
Then you can answer. So, for example, what is the book? Who gave it? When did you buy it or did you read it? Why did you like it? So,
Yeah.
again, let me say just you can add your opinion
Mm.
about book. When you're talking about book, I add this what, who, when,
Mm.
why, and
Yeah.
opinion and
Mm.
example, or if you have any story and
Mm.
conclusion. Overall, I like
Mm.
it because
Mm. Mm.
show something like this. Yeah. Now, would you like to
Mm.
think about this question? And
Mm. Mm.
we are running out of time. Let's log out and back in, then we will answer this
Yes.
question.
Yeah. Okay.